Imagine waking up in a dark, silent forest. You don't know what is out there. Do you call out to see if you have company, or do you hold your breath and stay hidden? When we look up, we see a universe that seems full of potential. There are billions of habitable planets out there, environments suited for life to take root. This diagram shows a top-down view of the Milky Way. If an advanced civilization could travel between the stars at just 0.1% of the speed of light, they could colonize this entire galaxy in roughly 100 million years. 100 million years sounds like an eternity, but compared to the billions of years our galaxy has existed, it is practically a blink of an eye. Given the raw math of physics and time, any spacefaring civilization should have already spread across huge sectors of the galaxy. It should be teeming with visible empires. Yet, we see nothing. We see no megastructures blocking out the light of distant stars, and we hear no cosmic chatter. We have spent decades pointing massive radio telescopes like these at the sky, constantly listening and broadcasting signals into the void to announce that we are here. We do this out of a desperate sense of loneliness. We want to believe there is a welcoming community of peers waiting to greet us. But what if our optimism is a fatal misunderstanding? The absence of evidence for other civilizations might not mean the universe is empty. It could be a sign that everyone else is hiding. All living things share a fundamental objective: to survive, secure limited resources, and multiply. In the competition for our own planet, the winners were the ones with advantageous traits. Our ancestors survived because they were inventive, competitive, and aggressively expansionist. It is logical to assume the same rules govern life on faraway planets. Any alien civilization capable of reaching the stars had to dominate their own world first, which means they likely share our dangerous traits. This diagram illustrates the chain of suspicion. Because of the vast distances of space, a simple message takes years to travel. Both sides remain trapped in uncertainty, with no physical way to prove peaceful intentions or verify if the other is aggressive. When your own survival is the highest priority and physics makes trust impossible, assuming every alien intelligence is hostile becomes the only logical choice. This paranoia is compounded by technological explosions, periods where military power scales up exponentially in short timeframes. Consider the ancient world. The highly disciplined legions of Julius Caesar were the apex military force of their time, but pit those ancient armies against the artillery of the First World War, and a fair fight instantly becomes a one-sided massacre. A few centuries of progress erased millennia of military doctrine. Today's guided missiles and drone warfare represent a leap that turns centuries of engineering into historical footnotes. In the context of the cosmos, the distance between stars means that sending an invasion fleet would take generations. By the time your ships arrived, your enemy might be hundreds of years ahead of you on the tech tree. In a universe governed by sudden technological leaps, time is a weapon. Traditional warfare is impossible, leaving immediate eradication as the only viable strategy. Interstellar conflict is rarely about conquering territory. It is about eliminating a potential existential threat to your own species before they have the chance to eliminate you. Look at this animation of a relativistic kill vehicle. This is the ultimate interplanetary weapon, a silent, person-sized mass accelerated to a significant fraction of the speed of light. A single object of that size, traveling that fast, possesses the kinetic equivalent of every nuclear weapon ever detonated on Earth. Because the strike travels near light speed, the target planet receives no warning, has no defense, and has no time to mount a counterattack. The first civilization to pull the trigger is the only one guaranteed to survive. This brutal reality filters the universe into only two types of civilizations: the quiet and the dead. A message sent into deep space serves as a beacon for a kill vehicle. This raises an obvious question. We have been broadcasting radio waves for over a century, so why haven't we been targeted yet? The reality of physics works in our favor here. Our earliest radio signals have traveled a relatively tiny distance, before decaying into unreadable background noise. We are hidden by accident. We are protected only by the fact that our technology is still in its infancy, and our solar system looks unremarkable to anyone who isn't specifically searching for us. But that safety net will not last. Soon, we will have the powerful technology to deliberately shout our existence into the absolute deepest corners of the galaxy. Our primitive brains might simply be projecting our own brutal evolutionary history onto the cosmos, inventing monsters in the dark. We have no way to know if the cosmic forest is full of friends or predators. Until we do, the only rational, survival-oriented action is to stop broadcasting. We need to watch the sky, stay hidden in the undergrowth, and carefully listen. Because when we look out into the vast, dark night sky, we are confronted with a truly chilling possibility. The dark universe isn't silent because it is devoid of life. It is completely silent because everyone else is hiding.